Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to finally address the elephant in the room. It appears that Kuro Games has finally released their survey for Wuthering Waves version 2.7. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this is something that Kuro Games might actually be releasing a little bit early, because I think it's very, very, very clear what some of the flaws in this version are. And there are a lot. Even before we dive into the survey, let me just do a bit of an introductory sort of breakdown on why this patch has pissed me the fuck off. And as you can probably tell from the past videos that we've made, it's because there's nothing to fucking do. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have Solaris Soldier, Lament Recon, one of the most boring goddamn events I've ever seen, because half of it is literally you AFKing because there's no difficulty at all and it's super damn easy. You have a login event. Wait, shit, I forgot. I even forgot this was there. Oh, let me just claim those. And then you got Photo Freeze Action Frame. Go fuck yourself. Then you look at the other shit that's in the update, and there's literally just nothing there. Yeah, we're just waiting for some of the resets in the endgame modes, and that's pretty much all there is to do for an entire 21-day section of the patch. And it didn't help that much either that the first 21 days of this patch were literally this, but instead of photo freeze, you simply had a parkour event that you can literally just AFK once you get to the flying part. That's 90% of the event. So yeah, there's nothing to do in this update. There's a reason why the hype for this patch has been so low following the story. The story was great, but everything else in this patch is effectively like a 1 or 2 out of 10. Literally the best story the game has had, but also the worst patch the game has had. That's my preamble. Now let's just go ahead, skip this bullshit from Yang Yang, and just start flaming this patch like it deserves. Version 2.7 player satisfaction. Yes, I'm ready to start it. Let us know your age. Fuck it, we'll lie a little bit over here. And let's move on. So far, how would you rate your overall experience in Wuthering Waves version 2.7, Dawn Breaks on Dark Tides? New content in version 2.7 includes new main... Okay. Very dissatisfied. Easy. Easy. Very dissatisfied. Based on your experience in the current version, how satisfied are you with the following? Very satisfied for the story. Very dissatisfied in world environment. Or world exploration. Environment visuals. I mean, the Dark Tide stuff did look good. Music and sound effects. Okay. I'll put very satisfied for these components, because those were actually good in the content that there was in the update. Like Chu Yan's photo area, all of that. It all looks nice. Now, combat. Oh, very dissatisfied. Performance optimizations. I'll just put somewhat dissatisfied. Resonator building. Give me a fucking Tacit Field. It's been 6 months since we had a goddamn Tacit Field. I'm honestly getting tired of just like only Nightmare Nest to acquire my fucking echoes. Resonator visuals. I'll give an overall satisfied, because I think Chu Yan is good, but Galbraina's kind of... I don't know what it is. Something about like Galbraina's animations don't really call to me. Based on your current experience in the current version, how satisfied are you with UI design co-op? Okay. Very dissatisfied for events. Very dissatisfied for co-op. I'll put neutral for UI, because it hasn't gotten better, it hasn't gotten worse. What do you think of the amount of playable content? Insufficient content, the actual playtime is too short. If you're selecting anything other than this, you have brain damage. I'm just going to tell you right now. If you're selecting anything other than the first option, you literally have brain damage. I don't need to move on. How satisfied are you with Fantasy's 1,000 Gateways? I would say neutral, because one of the things that I hate the most about this game mode, that I feel like is just kind of really annoying, is the fact that you'll pick a character and then you'll get 3 baseline buffs that are useless for the fucking team that you're running. I'll like be going in, right? And I have like a fucking Gion team, and like I want the ones that increase my damage. And then all I get is like the negative status one, a basic attack one, and then like the fucking time freeze one. And I'm just like, can I just like get a fucking like baseline buff that works with my fucking character, instead of like going in, doing the first stage, and then resetting because I don't have a buff that works with my unit? I think being able to re-roll the starting ones until you just get what you want is fine. They should just add it there, because right now that's the one thing dragging me down. Because when I don't get a buff that I like that works with my unit, I just feel like trash playing the game mode. It feels like a chore when that happens. Also, the echo boxes that you get are now fucking useless, Because there's no tacit fields getting added to the game. There's 0. We've had 0 since version 2.4. And until new tacit fields get added, those unborn echo boxes that you get from this game mode are like kind of fucking useless. Keystone buffs at the start should be re-rollable so that I can get a buff that works with the DPS I selected. It is annoying when I pick a heavy attacker like Jian and only get the time freeze, negative status, or, I don't know, shield buffs, which feel very useless and make the game mode a chore. Unborn echoes have also become very useless too because you are not adding any tacit fields to the game that they can be used on. The last ones we had were in version 2.4, which was in June. Anyways, let's keep moving on. How satisfied are you with Gifts of Ink song? Get the shit out of my face. Why is I log in and do nothing? 90% of the events in this patch. I'm bored as hell. How? I log in and do nothing. Why is Lament Recon Solaris Soldier not satisfactory? Oh fucking god. Are you serious? What the fuck is this? They put more effort into this feedback form than the events in the patch. There's more effort put into designing this feedback form than there were events in the update. Why is this so detailed? Okay, let's just go through this list sequentially. I'll make sure to be a fair judge of the quality of this game mode. I will not crash out. I lied, by the way. There weren't enough selectable resonators. Yes, there's 4 of them. The gameplay didn't match my expectations. Yes, it's dog shit. It's an AFK thing where you like walk around every 2 seconds to pick up the coins, and then you kill everything on the screen because it's so easy. The upgrade cards, I think they're diverse enough, but it's just useless. Resonators involvement, yes. Each stage had too many, yes. Each stage didn't have enough ways. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's like a mix of both. It's like it gets too long and boring at the end, and it takes too long at the beginning. Like that's what it is. It's so easy. It's like both. At the beginning, it takes too long to get the upgrades. At the end, the stages are too fucking long. It's like they managed to fuck it. They managed to fuck it in the ass on both ends, which is insane when you think about it. The drop coins were not. Yes, yeah, that would help a lot. Then I could just fully AFK it. Yeah, if you're gonna make it this piss easy, just make it fully AFKable. Make it feel like I'm playing Rebecca in Duet Night Abyss. Hell yeah, make me auto-collect the coins then, brother. Weapon options felt limited. There's like 4 of them. It take too long. Yep. The process varied little. Yep, it's boring as shit. Stages were unlocked. Yeah, well, you might as well just make it available all in one. The fact that you only had 3 stages available every single day was just some dog shit. There were no instructions. I'm not retarded, so that doesn't apply to me. Gameplay instructions, I'm not retarded, so that's not a problem for me. It was unclear how to choose the best. I'm not retarded, so this one doesn't apply to me. Weapon upgrade options varied little from each other. They're all the same fucking thing. It's like deal more damage and get more range. There weren't enough possible builds. Yes, because there's 4 fucking weapons. Leveling failed to provide a clear sense of growth. Yeah, because I'm just AFK the entire time because it's just so easy. The UI design of the shop failed to make important... Again, I'm not retarded, so this one doesn't apply to me. Builds were not resonator specific enough. How about just not even having builds in the first place? Because, again, it was just so piss easy. The gaming experience varied little from... Yes, because you can just unlock the weapons that other people have. So it's like... And there's only 4. There was no shop in infinite mode. I didn't even fucking play it, so I don't really care. Low rarity weapon cards still appeared. Oh, brother, it's like this is shit that was like solved in Vampire Survivors. Why don't you just stop trying to make a knockoff dog shit version of game modes and just put in a combat event? Anyways, we'll select that one. Poor maneuverability and hit feedback. Sure. Maybe that's why it's so fucking boring. Weapon upgrade options felt limited. Yes, there weren't enough stages. No specific... I hate Kuro games. Why is that even... Are you guys fucking serious? You have a button on. You have a button on this, like, 30 fucking select, multiple select. You have a button that literally undoes every single selection I made. This feedback form is more complex than the actual event. This feedback form is more complex than the actual fucking Solaris Soldier Lament Recon event. Are you fucking serious? Bro, I'm actually pissed, right? Go fuck yourself. I don't even care. Please ask. Go fuck yourself. I'm not even gonna input the. I'm not even gonna input it anymore. Yeah. You guys. That's a justified crash out. Go fuck yourselves. What are your expectations for future iterations of Lament Recon? I have no expectations. Just don't put it in the game. Just delete it from the game. Please, just delete this event from the game. How satisfied are you with freeze frame action highlights? Very dissatisfied. Repetitive and boring. Took too long. No cutscenes or storytelling. Other. This is the most boring event in the update. Oh, sorry. This is the third most boring event in the update, which isn't hard because you have Septimont Weather Forecast, where you AFK, and Solaris Soldier, where you AFK. Even though you have to actually do things in this event, it's still the most boring thing I've experienced outside of the previous two things listed in this entire 2.x patch cycle. The freeze frame feature increases my interest in using the in-game camera. No, because I'm not like a fucking... I'm not trying to fucking play Instagram in this game. Do you like the feature where a main quest is included in the second half of a version? Hard to say, because I think having the second main quest is good if there's actual stuff to do in the patch. I think that having the second main quest is kind of bad when the entire patch it's been dog shit. I have so little hype. I have so little interest in completing the Chuyan main quest because I spent the last 20 or so days before it released not playing the game. And so, you release this second half of the main quest, which really isn't the second half, it's like a 1 hour after story, right? You release this after story after players have basically been disengaged from the update for 3 whole fucking weeks. The momentum is gone. It's been dead for 3 weeks. And so, it's kind of just like, okay, do you want to play this main quest, engage for 1 hour, and then go AFK for 3 weeks again? And it's kind of like, nah, I think I'll just go AFK for 4 weeks, instead of coming back for an hour, then going AFK for another 3 weeks. So it's hard to say. I'll say this one, I don't like it at all. Why didn't you like this feature? Oh, amazing. I could just tell you literally exactly what I just said. The momentum for the Chuyan after story is gone because you put in 0 content aside from the 2.7 main story for a whole 3 weeks. This meant after 2.7 story, people just put this game down because there was nothing to do. The after story is only an hour long. Many do not want to come back from their 3-week break just to play a 1 hour story and then take another 3-week break. You have killed this story and its hype by putting no content in the patch to keep players' interest alive from main story 2.7 to after story 2.7. All right, an overworld Oh, for fuck's sake. Did they give me the longest one ever? I'm gonna be here for a whole day. It's like they know. All right, let's calm down. In overworld exploration, which of the following quests or gameplay features did you remember and find enjoyable? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? I know that one. I remember that one. Oh, I remember that one. I remember that one. I remember that one. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I kind of forgot half of these because it's been so long since I played the game. You guys are asking me about shit in version 2.4. You guys are asking me shit that was released in version 2.4. It's been 5 months. You're asking me about shit that was in the that was introduced to the game 5 months ago. What the fuck? Is there so little to get feedback on in the 2.7 patch that they're bringing up shit from June. I thought this was the version 2.7 survey. Isn't this the version 2.7 survey? What the fuck is this shit? Bro, what is this? Samosa's treasure? Isn't that a fucking Indian fried pastry? What the fuck? I don't remember any of this shit. What content would you like to see in overworld quests or gameplay features? Not a login event. No more login events. Anything that is not a login event. Based on your experience in the game so far, do you have any additional feedback or suggestions? Version 2.7, oh, and we're getting earthquake mode on right now, has been the best and worst version update in the history of this game. The story was very well done and wrapped up the Renacida arc fantastically, but there is literally nothing else in this update. The Solaris Soldier minigame, Soldier Recon Lament thing, is genuinely the worst minigame you've ever made. The feedback form for the minigame is also the most ridiculous one I've ever seen. I've seen in a survey before. When you have all of these boring, unengaging events like weather forecast and login claims with no other content other than a boring minigame, everyone is quitting during this patch. Having a two-part story released in halves when there is no content to keep players' interest means you have killed the second half of this update. There is nothing in the first half, and also nothing in the second half either. I have never seen interest in this game at such a low level before, and I have played this game since day 0. This is worse than the entire 1.x arc in terms of content and player engagement. You have dropped the ball completely with this patch, and I pray that version 2.8 is the exact opposite of the actual nonsense we players have experienced across the past 30 or so days. This update is awful. The worst in the history of the game. Great. It's submitted. Give me my fucking echoes and my 50,000 shell credits now, because I definitely fucking earned them. I am just, you can just tell. All you have to do is play the patch. All you have to do is look over here and see a reminder from the fucking devs. By the way, guys, we actually have an event. I know you might be forgetting, but we actually do have an event, guys. Please go play it. And then you just look over here and you're just like, wow, this is what we've had for 21 days? Oh, by the way, this was introduced only... Oh, yeah, this is what we have for 21 fucking days, guys. Login event. Login event. Dog shit AFK event. And then whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. You know what? Maybe I was too harsh on this photo event, but if this was any other patch, I'd probably have nicer things to say about it. But the fact that this is, like, the only actual event where you, like, click things in this patch, I'm gonna be very critical about it. Because, how are you calling this a combat photo shoot? How are you calling this a combat event? Are you guys on fucking drugs? Are you guys on drugs? Legitimately. Whoever was, like, in charge of designing the events and, like, player engagement during this patch, genuinely, you should be fired. I'm going to be honest. What was the point of this patch? Other than to kill interest in this game? What was the point of this update? Other than to just kill the hype for this game during its finale story. Because that's all it did. Do you want to know, like, just some stats that I'll be showing in a future video? I'll just give you all a preview right now. The lowest player peak and the deepest player drop-off that we've ever had in the history of the game. Right here. Look at the Steam charts. It's literally the worst that the game has ever had is on this update. You don't have to take my word for it. Nobody wants to play this fucking patch either. Don't worry, we've got some more. Boom! Boom! Wow, a massive 45% drop-off. Who could have seen that coming? Who could have saw that coming? Nobody wants to play or watch this fucking game. You want to know why? Because there's nothing to fucking do in it. And it's been like this the entire update. And it's going to be like this for the next 13 fucking days. The next 2 fucking weeks. Oh boy, aren't you guys just as excited as I am for the next 2 weeks of this game? Just put the live stream up already. This shit is cooked. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I guess I couldn't keep my promise. I said I wasn't going to crash out. But, yeah, no, this patch just pisses me off. And it's pissing me off more and more every single day, seeing that this patch is the full duration of a 42-day update, when this should have been a 30-day patch. This should have been a fucking 21. This should have been a 21-day patch. Honestly, they should have just ran Chu Yang and Galbrain alongside each other. Got this shit in and out in 3 weeks. It's terrible. That'll just be it from me. This won't be my final crash out on version 2.7. Don't worry, we have another video coming up regarding this. But yeah, that'll be it for now. I'll see you all next time. Peace out.